let's continue getting set up. Let's just go to let people get in. Where's that box? No one so far. Well, we got one person in. Hello, welcome to the stream. Don't mind me, just finishing getting set up right now. I'm just letting it run right now just to get people in. We'll start shortly, so hang tight. Okay. All right, we got a second person in here. Hello. We're just letting people roll in right now. We'll start in about 4 minutes. I'm just getting set up right now, so yeah. Let's see. Am I gonna need these? Eh. I don't really use them on stream. Okay, we got 3 people. Hello. You guys have any suggestions on what we run today? Put them in the chat. I'll run something good for y'all. Get this out of the way. Okay. I should probably get myself some drink. All right. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water. So. All right. So we'll be going live in 3 minutes. I'm gonna go get water. I'll be right back. Afterwards. Okay. Got some water. Run some marks today. Did I see that? Let's see. Yeah, top chat. Am I able to yeah, run some mark sets. Yeah, we could definitely do that today. We'll get some mark sets on here. I have like 3 like actual sets like in boxes and whatnot. The rest is just kind of a mix of whatever. So, but yeah, we'll run some mark stuff today. I'll make sure to get some of that in today. So, yeah, we got 2 minutes till I'll really get moving on this. But yeah. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, I just noticed that. Oh, okay. So, just noticed here, the roof on the apartment building started to collapse. Um, my guess is from the heat because it's been getting kind of hot lately. Yeah, you know what? We're just not gonna mess with it. We'll get that fixed later. I don't want to make it worse than it already is right now, so yeah. But yeah. All right, so it's 12:59. We might as well get started. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the live stream. We are celebrating 600 subscribers today. Yes, 600. I finally did it. The plan for today, we'll run trains, ask questions, usually just the usual stuff that I do on my live streams. Run trains, ask questions. I don't have anything to unbox today on stream. So yeah, there's that. But, you know, we'll make it fun. Really for this one today, I'm gonna just kind of let the viewers thank you for thank you. But yes, I am going. No, you don't need 1,000 to go live. I don't really know exactly how much you need to go live, but I just saw that one day I could go live, so I was like, all right, well, why not? So yeah, I'm gonna really let what we run today be the viewer's choice. So again, like I said, if you want to see something in my collection run, hello, Mr. Dominic Z, we got a regular of the streams here. But yeah, if you want to see something in my collection run on the layout today, put it in the chat. I'll try to fit it in today. We already have one request, and that's some mark sets, so we'll do that today. You're at 850. All right, all right. But yeah, so I'll try to keep an eye on the chat and whatnot. Try to have a lot of fun today. So let's get started. So what do we want to do first? Well, I just found it odd that Lionel produced the General Mills boxcar being the most four-wheel. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, Dominic. Yeah, I do find it odd that the General Mills boxcars are just four-wheel cars. But you know, it's an interesting car. You would see that in there. But I also have one that has the box and everything. Let me find it for you. There it is. Yep, there it is. This is the Minimax that I got completely boxed. It's got everything that comes with it, paperwork, everything. So yeah, these are weird cars, but I like them a lot. Actually, I did read somewhere that these Minimax box cars later were retooled to be used for the Thomas the Tank Engine troublesome trucks, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so yeah, these cars are cool. Honestly, I think it'd be fun to get like a whole fleet of them and just have like a big train of Minimax cars. I think that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, you know what? I think the General Mills boxcar is also in the kick. This is like the Kickapoo Valley said. Yeah, yeah. It's weird seeing Lionel do four-wheel stuff. Congratulations. Thank you, Gold Money. I'm shooting for 700. We're already getting close. We're at 615 as of right now. But yeah, so yeah, I do find it interesting that uh Lionel kind of decided to like go back and like do some four-wheel stuff in the MPC era. I think it's cool. I like, you know, weird things like that and whatnot. Yeah, they did four-wheel stuff like that too for excuse me, what was it called? For the Working on the Railroad series of sets, where the cars were four-wheeled cars, but they looked like they would be, you know, the full eight-wheel cars. I have three of those, two of the box cars and the dump car. I actually have the engine for that set too, but it doesn't have the right tender. And of course, it's DC power. I can't run that on my AC powered layout. But yeah, so yeah, yeah. So to any new viewers in here, that are just joining us, hello. Celebrating 600 subscribers today. Whatever we run today is viewer's choice. So yeah. Now I did have someone request to run some mark sets. Let me go get some. I'll be right back. Just in the next room over. Run. Okay, we got a strong one to start here. Penn Central 1666. All right, I did see something pop up in the chat. Let's see. Yes, live chat. There we go. That's what we want to see. So I think Lionel tried to come out with four-wheel sets. They were trying to compete with Marks, but they did it too late to the game because Marks already connected that market. Yeah, I'd say so. Um, I think if Lionel were to start that sooner, they definitely would have been a much bigger competitor in the budget-friendly market. And but yeah, I think they were just like, we're gonna just focus on our high-end stuff, and that kind of just what led them to not really being a big competitor in that budget-friendly market. But that being said, they did focus on budget-friendly stuff back in the 70s and whatnot, which I know a lot of people, tend to shy away from that. I'm not like that because I see it as more of kind of a transitional period between post-war and modern because they were, starting to start experimentics and whatnot. And that's why I like collecting NPCs because it's that transitional period. Anyway, I'm gonna get the rest of this set, the rest of the set here for this Mark set. Yeah, fun fact about this Penn Central Mark set. This Penn Central 1666 is actually my only Penn Central locomotive right now. I know, very very shocking. Um, I am looking for some Penn Central locomotives, and I want to find a Lionel MPC Penn Central engine because it I need something Penn Central related. Um, there was a what was it? GP9 that I was looking at. That was at a good price. Ooh, what we got here? Yeah, live chat. There was also that one set line on me that was similar to Kickapoo Valley, but they added a to the locomotive in that set. Yes, I can't remember what the name of that set was, but I do want to find it. Um, I Fun fact for y'all, I actually have a list of sets I'm looking for. Um, I got lists of things for different things I'm looking for. I got a list of sets I'm looking for. I actually just recently started game collecting for the PS2, so I have a list of PS2 games I want to get. But yeah, I have a list of Lionel sets I want to get, and it's a mix of starter sets, high-end sets, old, new. A lot of NPC sets, and I'm trying to find. I can't remember what the name of that set was, where they took the engine from the Kickapoo Valley set and gave it a tender. What was the name of that set? I can't remember. If I think of it, I'll let you know. But yeah. Um so yeah, we got this so to fulfill our first request of the day, we got this 1666 set, Penn Central tender, Beano boxcar. Yes, live stream. But yes, we got Penn Central 1666, Beano boxcar, Erie dump car, and a Penn Central caboose. Now this set I got at the Elkhorn Flea Market in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. I actually got all the track for it and whatnot as well, but I don't use it because I have a layout already. But yeah, I like collecting big sets and whatnot. There was the Lionel Trains and Trucking sets that was promoted by Johnny Cash. Yes, I actually have one of those sets. The what was it? On I have the Steel Hauler set, and actually which I reviewed that a while back. I reviewed that last year, I think. There's also another set that I have that was actually featured in a what else we got here? Someone said put something in the chat and I missed it. If I could, oh dang it, won't let me scroll back up. Okay, well, anyway, but yeah, so the person who just put in the chat and I missed that, sorry about that. Oh, do you have a Lionel Post-War 675? I do not have a 675, but I do have something close to it. I have, where is it? There it is. I have a 2025. I also have a 2025 anyway. This one is just a much smoother runner. Don't get me wrong, the 2035 is nice because it's got the magnet traction and whatnot, but I find the 2025 to be a much smoother runner. So, but yes, yeah, to answer your question, no, I don't have a 675. I would like to get one at some point, but I do have the 2025, which is somewhat close. Yeah, we can run that today as well. Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll put the 2025 on the outside loop, and we'll put the 1666 on the inside loop. There we go. Sorry about that. Thing cut out there for a second. The weather's been kind of iffy today, so if I cut out again, I'm sorry. But yeah, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Sakai set. So yeah, I had everything. Guy had it listed for $155. I was like, I need to think about it. Oh, and everybody's gone. Okay, so okay, well, we'll just keep getting this. Oh, there we go. I have one for sale if interested. It has the Baldwin wheels and it's brand new. I got it from Hightown in Georgia. I might have to look into that. Yeah, but yeah, I'll think about it. And if I decide, hey, I want one, if I decide to buy it, I'll let you know. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna start getting this. I'm gonna continue getting this train set up. So we got the 2025 with a Pennsylvania boxcar. What else should we add behind it? Like I said, viewer's choice today. Let's see. How about you know what? I don't run this boxcar very often. This is the green 6464 Rock Island boxcar. Honestly, I really like these 6464 boxcars. Pullman passenger cars. Yeah, we could do that. I read a rumor that Lionel was going to release some of their post-war sets, but by that point, General Mills wanted to get away from trains. Yeah, General Mills was kind of iffy with that. And I mean, understandably why. Well, I kind of find it a little bit understandable because they didn't really specialize in electric toys like that. because they were a cereal company that just so happened to have some toy companies under their belt as well. So Pullman cars, Pullman cars. I do have some Baby Madison cars, but I also have the full-size Pullman cars. I don't know if the 2025 will pull those full-size ones. We can try it. We'll try it. We'll just put one just to start. We'll get, oh, there you are. We'll get this this Lionel 2623 Pullman car here. This is actually a pre-war car, but it was converted to have the post-war trucks and couplers. Nice collections of trains on your shelves. Why, thank you. But this is, so the big collection here is actually a big amalgamation of both my stuff and my grandfather's. We started collecting when I was about 4 years old. But now, in recent years, since I've had a job and whatnot, I make my own money now. I can start buying trains myself. So that's what I've been doing a lot. The Penn Central set that we have on here, that's one of those sets I bought. The 2025 we actually got. Dang, how old was I when we got the 2025? I don't know how old, but I know I wasn't old enough to start making my own money yet. So this is actually the T1 on the other hand, though, that's parked right here. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera. Believe it or not, I actually bought that, when I was saving up for a very long time and waiting for the price to go down just so I could strike on that. So, yeah, so we got the Penn Central set up. Got the 2025. I'm gonna see how well it does with one of the Madison cars first. And if it does well, we'll add more. So let's kick on the layout. Get everything going here. Voila, we got lights. I'm gonna move the camera over as well, so then y'all could actually see the trains running and whatnot. Sorry about that. Kind of had a connection issues there, but to answer your question, so what I do is I still use things. There is, I think, really only second to JT's Mega Steam. But what I do is before I put a smoke pellet into my engine, what I'll do is I'll take a card. I just got one of these cards from those old Racing Champions cars with the little stand. What I do is I'll take it and I'll crush it up in the card, and then up the smoke pellet, and then carefully pour it in. So now, if you really want good smoke and you're decent with electronics and whatnot, you probably could put a new smoke. But I found that to work well with the old post-war engines, having to modify anything. So, but yeah, that's kind of how I do it with the old post-war engines. I'm going to actually add a couple more cars behind this. I'm going to try, I could try going for the 4-car set, because we actually have 4 of these. We have the 2623, which is actually a pre-war car. It just, before we got it, it was converted to post-war trucks. But then we also have a full set of the post-war ones as well. So, and I'm actually trying to find a Sager Place car to go behind this. Now, yes, an exact match, but it was made to go. I specifically want to get a Sager Place car that just has the white windows, just so that it matches a bit better with the post-war ones. Because, don't get me wrong, I think the Sager Place car looks really good with the silhouettes in it. It's just, I want one that's going to match better with the old post-war cars. And last one, the second, well, 2 cars named Manhattan. So these Madison cars. take off one. See if that helps. Like General Mills, Quaker, when it comes to Mark's trains, had a good product in their hands, but didn't know how to sell it properly. Yeah, and that's kind of the sad thing, because honestly, I think if Quaker like knew how to sell Marks better, I think Marks would could potentially still be here today, or at least have lasted longer than it did. Um, and I know there was that one company that decided to try to revive Marks that lasted for a few years. I'd like to try to find some of those, but they're just not the easiest things to find in my collection, though I would like to get some at some point. Just very help it up the hill, starting in the hill. There we go. You're holding well. They sell quick. Yeah, that's kind of another reason why I haven't been able to get a new Mark set, because they sell so quick and they go up so infrequently. Um, one, I know they did a Dreyfus Hudson set that actually looked really good. So I'd like to maybe try to find that one, but I know that one's probably gonna cost a pretty penny just to get it. But yeah, all right. So we ran some stuff. Um, we got 2 requests down. What else do we want to see run? If you guys have any other suggestions on what to run, put it in the chat. I'll keep my eye on the chat and whatnot. So yeah. So yeah, honestly, I think the 2023 now, I think it does look a little goofy pulling these, just because these cars are almost as long as the engine itself, with the tender. Because here, if you look, and yes, I know it is on a curve, so it does. But yeah, there, yeah, it's almost as long as the engine itself. So, but that's post-war charm. That's why we all love collecting collecting post-war. Great stuff. Honestly, me personally, I think in terms of Lionel passenger cars, these and the Super Speedliner cars, in my opinion, are some of the best sets of cars they made. Because K-Line was using Mark's tooling. Yes, they were very early on. I do really want to find one at some point, and I actually saw a set for sale at Wheaton one time. It was a circus set, but I ultimately didn't buy it because I didn't have enough money on me, because I already spent that money on other stuff. But I do wish I bought that. But hindsight's 2020, and there's always next time. And honestly, that's why when I go to train shows and whatnot, if I see something, I didn't buy it, I'm not super bent up about it, because there's always next time. It could always be there again, which I'm actually kind of counting on that for a set that I'm looking for. I saw, what set was it? It was I think it was the Safari set. I can't remember what year it was made, but it was like maybe the early 2000s. It was a low end set, but it had like a bunch of stuff with it. I was thinking of buying it. They had it listed for 80. Could you do a post-war run video in the future and go over all your post-war engines? Would love to see your post-war collection. I like that idea. I'll try to do that. I think with that one, that would be a longer video. So that one would take time to do, but I honestly, I love that idea. I really should do that. Because just like you and just like a lot of people in O Gauge, I love post-store Lionel. It's again, in my opinion, some of the best stuff you can find for O Gauge in general. Yes, I know it's not all super realistic and whatnot, but post-store is just so cool, man. That was like peak Lionel. But yeah. Okay, so we got the Madison cars put away. Um, put the 2025 away. I wonder why Lionel isn't doing anything with the Marks tooling these days. Um, I honestly I wonder that too. My guess would be, I think my guess would be is that they just can't really find a way to, make it fit with their lineup because now all their uh hello. But yeah, um I think the reason why Lionel has been using the Marks tooling, my guess is if they haven't sold it or gotten rid of it, my guess would be is that they just haven't found a way to like implement it into their lineup because now looking through the catalogs and all that, all their starter sets have the Lion Chief in it, and I don't know how they would implement Lion Chief into an engine like that because those are small engines. They're not as big as say a 2025, for example. But then again, no, they have found a way to fit Lion Chief into those small 060 tank engines. So I think now, with the way they have that technology down, they could very well put it into one of those Marks toolings if they really wanted to. Now, will they do that? I have no clue. Would I like to see that? Heck yeah, I'd like to see that, but you never know. We'll just have to wait till the next catalog, right? Which, by the way, speaking of the next catalog, since that's going to be coming up soon, I will be doing a review on that. So watch out for that. Um, I'm really excited to see what's going to be coming in the catalog. Um, I have a feeling they're probably going to do some more Polar Express stuff just because it is Polar Express's 20th anniversary. Yeah, 20th anniversary. So hopefully, hopefully they'll introduce some new stuff. I would really like to see some new stuff. Because Lionel hasn't really done like new castings in a while. Now, like they are bringing back the 675 and 2025 tooling, but that's still technically an old tooling. Yes, they're bringing it back. It's been a while, but it's still an old tooling. Now, I'm not complaining that they're bringing this tooling back because it's, as some of you saw earlier, it runs amazing and they're decent pullers, but it'd be nice to see some new stuff. Oh, come on, there we go. And it'd be especially nice if they added some new stuff into the 027 lineup, because 027 is just kind of not being paid attention to anymore by Lionel, which is sad. Because I think Mark's tooling could be a line of sets that are in between Lion Chief and their scale products. I could see that. I can see it as that, or as like, in a way, could even be more budget friendly than the Lion Chief stuff. I could see it going either one of those ways. Um, though like I, like you said, and like what I said, I think it'd be cool to see it be brought back. So you never know. Um, but yeah, it would really be nice to just see some like brand new toolings in the semi-scale lineup, because really all the new toolings they're doing now is in Legacy, Vision Line, all that. They don't really do any new toolings for 027, which I think is sad because that's what most of us start on is the 027 stuff. We don't jump right to legacy, uh right to the legacy and all that. Heck, I'm still not there yet. The farthest I've gone in command and control so far is that Menard set that I did a review on a while back. And I have that packed up right now just to, make room for other stuff. So, yeah. Hello. And actually, I do my T1 that I got does actually have TMCC equipped to it, but I don't have a TMCC system to run it. Though I was looking at one, but I missed the mark to buy it. I still got my 027 track. Yeah, hang on to that stuff because you never know it. At some point, that might go up in value. I don't really know if it would, but then again, you never know. You can't read the future. Yeah, I got a bunch of 027 track as well. The Marks track, I actually really like that. The Marks 027 track. That stuff is nice. I honestly think that's kind of an underrated track system. Now, yes, it's really only confined to 027 and 030 and 032, or was it 036? I think 036. But it's still a decent track system. Um, my grandpa actually built a secondary layout in his garage that's all of that old Marks track, and it's pretty cool. I'll have to do a video on it at some point. Or maybe even Lionel could sell the Marks tooling to Atlas so they would have their version of the Lion Chief range. That is a good idea because Atlas is really kind of, lacking in the 027 department. So that would be a neat idea. Hopefully Lionel still has that tooling. So if they do want to sell it, they can, if they haven't already. Um, but I really hope some manufacturer out there gets it. I honestly wouldn't be opposed to Menards getting that tooling. Um, don't get me wrong, Menards stuff is great, but I'd like to see a little more of a variety in it because right now they only have their lineup of cars, which is a decent lineup. But it's a lot of legacy tooling. The box cars, for example, they're old Auburn cars. Um, the hoppers are based off of the N&W cement hoppers, uh, and their tank cars are actually their triple dome tank cars are actually very similar to the old Lionel triple dome tank cars. Um, but yeah, I think it would be cool to see Menards add some more stuff. And I really like their FP7 sets they did. But I personally think they should do them in more road names. One and two, I think they should do some more engines as well. I think the FP7 that sets they did are great, but I think we need more road names and more engines in general from Menards. And I think Menards should do some passenger cars as well. Um, Whether they be legacy toolings from other companies or if they decide to go, hey, let's make our own tooling. I feel like Menards would probably try to get some old tooling if there's any manufacturers, willing to sell their tooling. But yeah, I got 4 Menards freight cars, but would like to see Menards make a steam engine and passenger cars. I would like to see that too. I have a good feeling that if Menards decides to do a steam engine, they're probably going to start small. And I think if they don't somehow get the old Marks tooling for that K-Line was using, they'd probably do something really small, like for example, they'd probably do an 040. I think that'd be cool to see Marks do that, just as kind of like a start to kind of just dip their toe into the water, kind of see how the market is. Um, Honestly, I think if Menards were to sell a steam engine, it would sell just like the FP7s, sell like hotcakes. Yeah, speaking of the 040, how about we run it? And this is the 1656, which has the tender with the ringing bell. So, yeah, you can see the bell right there. Yeah. Honestly, personally, I think Lionel should maybe do some conventional offerings again. Nice, I got that same 040 Steam switcher. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I love these switchers. And honestly, I think these switchers are awesome. And I've heard from a lot of people who have these, well, from people who have these, that they're great engines. They pull great too. Um, what should we run behind this? I'm thinking maybe doing like a little work train almost. What y'all think? And if I were to do a work train, I don't have like a full like work train that has all like matching stuff. It would be an amalgamation of a bunch of things, but it would work. Um, I w- there was actually one. Lionel did a work train set, I think in the 90s, where it had, what was it, a combination car, two flat cars, and a crane car. There was one up for sale, still in the box and everything. I almost bid on it, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to wait and just see how it goes. I will think. Let's let's let's. I will think. Let's pull passenger cars. Okay. So we pulled the the big Madison cars last time. Baby Madison cars. All right, I can do that. I already got one on the layout here. This is actually, in terms of my Baby Madison cars, this is actually my newest acquisition. This is a Crescent Limited number 9532 coach. I'm actually I want to find the full set at some point. Because when it comes to the high end MPC sets, the one that I want the most is the Crescent Limited set. Um, it rides in my top three MPC passenger sets. It's up there with the Chessie Steam Special set that they did and the NNWJ set. I really want to get those sets at some point. It's just they're so expensive. I actually almost bought an NNWJ set, but it had later passenger cars, and I was really close, and I made an offer to the guy on it, but he didn't bite on the offer. So I was like, you know what? I don't have the money to buy it. I'm not gonna buy it. So yeah, I missed out on that. But in the end, I was able to get a bunch of other stuff that I was looking for. So there is that. All right, let me try to find some more Baby Madison cars. I'm trying to think where else I have some. Ah, I know. There they are. I don't just got one. I got four here. Let's see. What else? If the F7 sets that Menards came out with the caboose proves anything, then a passenger set with those same F7 locomotives would be a no-brainer. Yeah, because I mean those F7s were the passenger variants. Um, uh, Toy Train Tips and Tricks did a review on the set, and they pointed out that it's based off the FP7, which has head and power. So honestly, it would be a no-brainer if they did that, because it would make more sense than just having it with a caboose, um, since it was a passenger-oriented engine. But yeah, so we have four Baby Madison cars here. Now, now this is mostly just like, so Here, let me just show you what we got. So we got this Operating Train Society baggage car. We have the TCA set baggage car. We also have another car from the TCA set. We have the combination car. It is a little warped. If I don't know how well the camera is picking it up, but the body is a little warped, but it's not a big deal for me because again, cosmetic stuff, it doesn't affect how it runs. Then we also got the Adolphus observation car from the Joshua Lano Collins set. I think what I'm gonna do, just so then we're not pulling a ton behind this, and also just so then it's more of like an actual passenger train, I'm just gonna do the Train Operating Society baggage car. I'll do the Adolphus observation car as well. I know Lionel did a couple starter sets in the early 2000s with the 040 and a few Baby Madison cars. I know, what was it? It was a Santa Fe set that they did, I think. It's a weird set, but it was kind of cool. They did wasn't really a war bonnet paint scheme on the engine, but it looked good. Yep, it was. Was it a war bonnet? Yeah. Anyway, it's a good look. It was a good looking set. I should maybe add that to the list of sets that I want to find. I have to remember what the name is and what the manufacturer number is, because with my list of sets, what I do is I put in the not only just the name, but I also put the set number in as well, because there are a few sets that share the same name. Excuse me. For example, there's the two Honda Flyer sets from the early 2000s. They're two different sets, but they share the same name. So if I could find both of those, that would be cool, but those are kind of hard to find sets. But yeah, so, all right, we got the 441 with a few Baby Madison cars. Yes, I know none of them match, but the only matching set of Baby Madison cars I have is for my Pennsylvania Broadway Limited set, which I did a review on that as well. Sorry for the shameless plug, anyway, but yeah, I never understood why when I did Chelsea the Chelsea Steam Special locomotive in the early 90s, why they never made matching passenger cars. You should get passenger cars. Wait, no. You should. I got passenger cars for my post-war F3. Yeah. Yeah. I find it interesting why they didn't do that. But then again, though, it does kind of match with the NPC Chelsea Steam Special cars. And in regards to the passenger cars with the F3, love your layout and your videos. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy them. I always have fun making them. And honestly, yeah, it's just I always have fun making these videos, and I don't really do it for. I don't. Well, I mean, like in a way, like yeah, I do it for me, but I also do it for you guys. So, because I know you guys like them. I mean, you should add to the list. Passenger. Yes, I should. Do you mean the Super Speedliner cars? Because if you mean those, I do actually have a set of those. And if you want proof, let me show you. Here, actually, you know what? I can just bring the camera over into the closet here. I know it'll be kind of sideways. Oh, on. Let me adjust that. Yep, there's the Super Speedliner set. I got the full set there. And then yeah, if y'all haven't seen, that's the let me flip the camera on. This is where we keep most of our freight cars and whatnot. Yeah, Santa Fe 440 switcher in the passenger cars. Lionel made a Corvette set, and that set came in a red or blue that had flames on the locomotives and cars. Yes, I do want to get the Corvette set. I actually didn't know that they made it in multiple colors. I thought they only did it in red. I do have the Corvette set on the list of sets I want to get. Yeah, anyway, we got this 440 set up. Let's run it. Oh. There we go. Get a little more juice. I think the bulb might be burned out in the Crescent Limited car. I like good running though. We're gonna full power now. Kind of reminds me of what you see at those heritage railways, where they got their passenger trains, and it's just being pulled by like a small switcher or something. It's always cool. I want to visit one of those one day. You gave me an idea. I've gone and let my cars switch, pull some passenger cars. Heck yeah! It's in a way like when you go to like Strasbourg or something, where they have like those full passenger trains, but it's being pulled by a small switcher. So I guess that might be kind of the inspiration to that one Santa Fe set that we were talking about earlier. You never know. But I think it'd be cool to see Lionel do something like that again, to be honest. I always like thinking of sets that could be, like the 2 videos I did on my own set concepts. I was really passionate about that Sonic set, because I honestly think Lionel should do that. That would be great. I think, what was it? 2026 will be Sonic's 35th anniversary. So I think that would be like the perfect time to release that set, because it'd be just in time to celebrate Sonic's 35th birthday. So thank you. Around Christmas time at my job, I bring my trains up to the Christmas party and set it up. That's very cool. I would do the same for my job, but we don't do Christmas parties anymore, so, which I know, sad, but at least they didn't do one this year, but yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I really like about the trains and whatnot. It's a hobby that brings people together. And even if it's like people who like aren't super into trains and whatnot, they see it and they see like, oh wow, this is very impressive. This person put a lot of time and effort into this hobby. And honestly, that's what I like about the hobby. You don't have to be like into the hobby to know that someone is passionate about that, about the hobby, and know that they put a lot of time and effort into that. But yeah, honestly, I've been trying to get my friends into it, but they haven't bit. Oh yes, I'm going. I'm gonna do it this year. I got a lot of people who were surprised to see how I set it up. I'd really like to see how that's set up, because I bet it's a nice setup. Speaking of trains, of setting trains up like that, I actually one time at the Illinois Railway Museum. This was a while ago now, but me and my family went to do the Polar Express thing or whatever that they do, where you ride on one of the trains. In the car that I was in, they actually had a Christmas tree set up at one end of the car, and they had a train running around, and it was a Lionel train. Funny enough, but I noticed that it was derailed. I was so tempted to stop it and fix it, but of course I couldn't. You got Facebooks if you're in a group. I do have Facebook, but I don't use it. Um, like I'll go on Facebook Marketplace every once in a while and drool over cars I can't afford, but I really don't use it. That's not a platform I really use. I mainly just use YouTube and Instagram personally. I just find it's a lot easier to just kind of manage the few things I do use rather than trying to be active on everything. Because at the end of the day, YouTube isn't my full time job. If YouTube was my full time job, I would be more active on other platforms as well to promote the channel and whatnot. But at the end of the day, this really isn't my full time job. But I still have fun with it. I still like trying to connect with the other people in the hobby, whether it be in person or over through my Discord server. Which, by the way, don't forget to join the Discord server. Um, I have been trying to put invite links to that on all my videos, but yeah, also just Instagram as well. And if you want to add me on Instagram, my @ is the same as my YouTube, PennCentral8505. You got Discord? Yes, I do. Um, I have a server just for this channel. I mainly, it's not super active right now since there isn't a whole lot of people on there, and also since I'm busy with other stuff, so I'm not really able to be active on there all the time. But yes, I do have a channel, and I'll always put an announcement say, "Hey, new videos up." But yeah, uh, Lionel Custom Series hot rod sets. That's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Um, yeah. I think all like the car theme sets Lionel have did over the years are kind of neat. Because for me at least, it kind of brings together two things I love: trains and cars. If some of y'all didn't know, I'm also really big into cars, especially the old classics. Um, but yeah, I'm especially into old Pontiacs, which is a big reason why I have a 69 GTO on the layout. But yeah, I think any Lionel sets that they've done that include that are like car themed sets. Now, yes, I know I'm not huge into theme sets, but when it's stuff like that, I just can't help but want one. I actually have the Mopar set Lionel did in the 90s. It's what was it? The Mopar Historical Express. I did it. I did a video on that too. I hate to keep shamelessly plugging my other videos, but yes, I do. I did a video on that as well. All right. Okay, we got those cars put away. Did I miss anything in the chat? No, I have not. All right, so I think I'm probably gonna go for maybe another half hour on the stream and then call it that. Um, so let's see. I'm gonna put this away and we'll get another train set up. Let's see. Again, and by the way, I'm still taking suggestions on what to run. So if you guys want to see anything else run, just put it in the chat and I'll run it. If I have it, of course. If I don't, I'll try to find something similar. There we go. All right, 1656 is on the shelf. All right. Yeah. So, okay. No, we haven't run any diesel yet today. I think we should maybe run some diesel. Lion also did a World War II troop training set that came with Jeeps. I I can see it in my head. That's the one with the Hudson, right? I think that's the one with the Hudson. Um, yeah, because no, yeah, I think that is the one with the Hudson. Because and military sets, I also think are cool. Speaking of military sets, I actually do plan on doing a video running my military training stuff. I'm thinking that's gonna probably be like a 4th of July special. But yeah, and I have a bunch of videos in planned for stuff I want to do, like that post war video someone mentioned earlier about going through all the post-war engines in the collection. Here, let me just show you. I gotta move this over a little bit. Yeah, because we got a huge shelf. Okay, let me move over. Could you run one of those swishers? Yes. Um, let's see. How about another bell ringer? Let me hold it better. The Santa Fe 6220. It's got another one that's got a ringing bell. Love these engines. This honestly is my favorite N&W switcher that Lionel has made. Not N&W, NW2. This is my personal favorite Lionel has made. Because it's got that ringing bell feature. It's also just a great puller in general. Now to put behind it, what are we gonna put behind it? How about scissors? Oh, I know. There it is. I haven't run this thing in a while. This is a Lionel 3650 cable car. We'll put that. You know what? While we're on the topic of searchlights, why not a 36? This is honestly, I think this is another car Lionel should bring back. They should bring the 3620 back, or even the what was the other number they did for it? Here, because I have one of each. 3520. They should bring this car back. This is a cool car. Yeah, I have two versions of it here, the 3520 and the 3620. So we'll put both of them on. So, you know what? Since we have three depressed flat cars, why not a fourth? Where's that fourth one? Where did I put it? I think it might be on the shelf here. Ah, yes. It's on the shelf here. There you are. We got 2461. Lionel also did this set called the Ballyhoo Brothers Circus set that when you press the whistle button, it plays the circus song. I actually have that set. It's funny you mentioned that because I actually have that set. And that was another video I did. And I actually got a really good deal on that. So I went to Rosemont for their market. I only paid $65 for that set, and that set is in amazing condition. That when you press the whistle button, it plays that little circus song. I think Lionel, honestly, I think Lionel should bring that set back. That's it, because that was just a fun set. Was not meant to be serious at all, but it was because it was meant to just be fun. So if Lionel brought that set back, I would love to see it back. And to to bring up the rear of the train. All right, for the caboose, we'll do this number 6119 DO and W work caboose. This is I haven't seen Lionel do these old work cabooses in a while. I think Lionel should bring this back. There's a lot of Lionel stuff that I think Lionel should bring back, but I also think Lionel should do like some new stuff, like stuff that we haven't seen in O-Gauge. I think it would be cool to see some more European stuff that's not the Hogwarts Express or Thomas the Tank Engine. If we could just like get some like other European stuff, like maybe a European diesel, or heck, if they really want to go bold, they should make the Flying Scotsman or the Mallard. But I really think Lionel should branch out more into their European stuff. Because European trains, man, those are beautiful trains. And Lionel, I think I think it would be neat to for them to branch out into some more international stuff. And not just European stuff, maybe some Australian stuff, or heck, even Japanese stuff. Like if they could do like a C62, that would be really cool. But yeah, I just think it would be cool to see like more international stuff in general with three rail O-Gauge, because really all you see is American stuff and some European stuff. So if we could see some international stuff, some other international stuff like a Japanese set, for example, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah. Anyway, let's run this 6220. Yeah, they're really quiet running. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened, but something shorted out. Doesn't look like anything derailed. Okay, alright. Technical difficulties here, people. Here, we'll, something shorting out here. We'll get this out of the way. I don't know what's shorting out, because everything looks like it's on rails. From what I heard, Lionel was mad that K-Line had the rights to the Ringling Bros, so Ballyhoo Bros. So was Lionel supposed to be answered? Yeah. Yeah. I believe that. It would be cool to see another it would be cool to see Lionel do another circus set. Whether it be a Ringling Bros circuit or if they want to decide to do the Ballyhoo Bros again. I think it'd be cool for them to do the Ballyhoo Bros set again. Anyway, let's see. What else we want to run? It's not a good live unless you have train issues. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, yeah. Funny, I'm surprised that's the first train issue we had of the stream. I don't have a ton of train issues on stream, but you know, hey, happens, you know. What else do we want to run? Put it in the chat. Okay. While y'all think about what y'all want to see run next, I'm gonna get this set put away. Well, this not set, but train. Okay. And that will also go back up on the shelf. There. All right. Oh, could you try running one of those small switches above the Santa Fe? Oh, yes, we could. Let's do that. I like that. I don't run those super often, so might as well run one. Let me just finish putting this one train away, and then we'll get that on there for you. All right, there we go. Did I miss anything in the chat? No. Okay. All right. Do y'all want to do the Navy or the Army? I'll let you pick. So we got, yeah, I got the Navy and the Army switcher. Trying to hold them in a way that you can. Navy? All right, yeah, we'll do Navy. All right. All right, and I'll put the Army one back up there real quick. And blam. Blam. We got the Navy on there. And I think behind it, I'm going to put a car that I haven't run in a while. We'll do the 3665 Minuteman boxcar. I like the Minuteman boxcar. They're cool. I want to try to find the one that's got the cannon in it. I know it's really hard to find, and if I do find one, it's probably going to cost a pretty penny, but it'd just be so cool to have one to go along with the standard rocket Minuteman car. Yeah, we got that. You know what? Might as well. We'll put the missile firing car on as well. Okay. All right, let's run this bad boy. There we go. you have any pre-war sets, that would be cool. I do have a few pre-war sets. You can do that. Okay, yeah, I can do a pre-war set. I got a few of them. Or no, yeah, I got. How many do I have? Because I know I got a few. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 pre-war sets. Well, 5 if we're including the M10000, but that's in the garage, and I can't run it on this anyway because I don't have. I only have one 072 curve on here, and that or 2, and that's this switch and that curve there. Those are the only 072 curves I got. Everything else is, I think, 054 and under, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, we can run some pre-war. There we go. Maybe switch her back. And you know what? Just because we can, before I put the Minuteman car away, we'll fire it. Now the spring is kind of weak on this one, so I kind of have to help the mechanism, but yeah. Let me get that. There you go. And just because we could, we did. All right, I'm gonna clear the main line here, so then we can run a pre-war set. I'm thinking, what pre-war set should we do? You know, I have not run the. I don't know if y'all could see it, how well y'all could see it, but that set there, I haven't run that one in a while, so we'll run that one. So I'm gonna have to go under the table real quick. Oh, hi guys. All right, so this one has this set consists of a 259E. I'm just gonna move this all over onto the trial line for now. What is it? A 2689 WX tender. A 2654 Shell tank car. A 2651 flat car. And a 2657 caboose. So, good tin plate power. I do plan at some point doing, I guess, kind of sequels to my post-war power set. Not post-war power set, post-war power video. Thinking of doing one that's that focuses on pre-war trains, and maybe one that focuses on MPC and modern trains as well. I think that would be fun. Because a lot of people liked that post-war power set, or not set, video. So I'm thinking of doing this. Heck, I'm honestly thinking of maybe doing a sequel to the to post-war power, of doing more post-war stuff. But the suggestion that someone put in earlier in stream of doing a video that's just focuses on all my post-war engines, I think that might be the sequel to that. So we'll have to wait and see if I do that. If I do make that, that'd be a much longer video. But yeah. So now I haven't run the 259E in a while, so I'm not entirely sure how well it's going to run. But yeah. All right. We got her set up. Let's see how she runs. It's been a little while since we ran her. So. Oh. Got stuck on the switch. Does the whistle still work on the tender? Ah, it still works. Maybe the whistle still works on that thing. Is it gonna make it over the switch? Yeah. It there you go. I think it doesn't really like running on that switch because it's just so short. Yeah, it really does not like that switch. But yeah, so yeah, I have a mix of we have a mix of everything in this collection. Pre-war, post-war, little bit of modern, and of course NPC, which is kind of my specialty. But yeah, so this set that I just ran for you guys was actually given to me by one of my grandparents' friends. I got it with a bunch of other stuff, so I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, this one is kind of my favorite of it. The locomotive that you're running there, that set came more commonly set with the Baby Ruth boxcar. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't have a Baby Ruth boxcar for it. So I mean, it very well might have had one at some point, and it got lost over the years. I don't know. Because I honestly don't know where this was beforehand, but yeah, it's a good runner though, which is surprising because some of these old pre-war engines can be a little problematic. Um, One of those ones that are problematic being, what was it? It was the 027 torpedo. I can't remember the engine number. But that one was kind of that one's kind of a problematic one. Where again, with it having pickup shoes instead of pickup rollers, um it really does not like switches. So, yeah. And that's also kind of the thing with these old pre-war engines. Their their pickups are so close together that unless you're running like old switches or no switches at all, they're just gonna stop on you. So, yeah, that's the one downside of running pre-war, but I still really like pre-war. Yeah. I do also have a Flying Yankee set. We actually used to have, before we got the Flying Yankee we have now, we actually used to have, when I was little, we had a reproduction Flying Yankee set, but we sold that because, I mean, I was a little kid and I thought it was too loud, so I didn't like it, so we sold it. But later on, we found an original Flying Yankee, so that's what we've been sticking with now. And I think a big reason why I thought the reproduction was too loud was because on our old layout, the layout that we had before this one that we have now, we still used Fast Track, but it was all flat and it was just right on the wood. There was nothing to deaden the sound. Because now with how we have the layout set up now, we underneath the track is a layer of foam and then the plywood. Before that, on the old layout, it was just track then plywood, so it was very loud. So I guess that's why I didn't like that repro Flying Yankee. But now we have an original, and I like that one a lot. So yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put the 259 away. Put it back up on the shelf. I'd say we got time for maybe one more run before I close up stream for the day. What do y'all think we should run as the final train of the day? I'd say let's make this one a good one. Not that the other ones weren't good. They're all great in my opinion. But yeah. Okay. What do y'all think we should do for the final train of the day? Was that clear body F3 on the shelf with the other F3s? Yes, we do have one that has a clear body. Now it is a custom job. So this was a custom job that my grandfather did. So we originally got just this clear plastic F3 shell. Got it at a train show. It was just the shell, nothing else. So, but we wanted to, have it as a functional thing. So my grandpa bought another F3 post-war F3 chassis and mated it to the shell. Now this is still not done. There's still some stuff we want to do to it. But yes, it is functional. It is a functional model. But yeah, this was one that had the chassis comes off, I think, a 2343 as well, but it was a junk one. The shell was bad and whatnot. But yeah, it had a horn. What's on the shelves behind me? So if you're talking about this shelf, this is the engine shelf. So on this shelf here, this is where we keep pretty much all of our post-war engines. At the bottom, we have our steam. We have one row of electrics, and then we have all of our diesels. And then at the very top, that's where we keep not only this, but the motorized units as well. What's my favorite post-war steamer? Well, I actually have two favorites. One of them, favorite number one, is the 681 S2 steam turbine. It's based off of one of my favorite steam locomotives, even though in real life it wasn't a very successful engine. Still very cool. Oh, the shelf above the door? Okay. Yes. I'll get to the shelf above the door. Let me answer the other guy's question first. My other favorite post-war steamer is the 773 Hudson, the 1950 version. I think it's just one of the greatest engines Lionel ever made. So yeah. Now to answer the other guy's question, what's on the shelf above the door? We got a number 2026, a 1615. We got a number 52 fire car, 8031 Canadian National Jeep, a 8151 Duluth Mesabe and Iron Range Jeep with a matching caboose for it, We also have a 2363 Illinois Central F3, and also just random M and STL caboose. But yeah, so yeah, that's above the door. It's not a whole lot up there. It's mostly just stuff we don't run as much. Um, I don't run the 2026 all that much. I don't run the 1615 all that much either. When I want to run an 040, I mainly go for the 1656 because that's got the bell. But yeah, so anyway, so for the last run of the night, I think we're gonna run the clear body F3. This is really cool. But yeah, so like I was saying earlier, this isn't complete. What is the one set that you came so close to buying but either got outbid or the sale ended too soon and was never able to find it again at a decent price? That is a good question. Oh, I really got to think about that one. Great choice for the last run. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, what was a set? Um, Dang, honestly, I don't know off the top of my head. Um, Dang, why am I? Okay, now my brain's actually hurting because I know there's had to be something. There was something. There was most definitely something. What it was, I don't know. Okay, I can think of something, but it wasn't a set. When I was okay, so it wasn't a set, but it was something off of eBay. So when I was originally looking for a Minimax boxcar, I actually saw one that was in the box and had everything just like the one I have now. I was so close to winning it, and then someone outbid me right at the last second. So, yes, I know it's not a set, but it's something. Um, I forgot how much it sold for, but I think they sold it. I think they outbid me by like 50 cents or something, which was kind of infuriating, but you know, that's just how it goes with eBay. Anyway, I'm gonna find something to put behind this. What's your favorite post-war diesel and or electric? Uh, I know it's gonna be a very basic answer, but I have to say the 2343. They're just beautiful engines. Um, and they run great too. They're great pullers. Um, but yeah, and it's just an iconic engine overall. Um, I know, like I said, I know it's a very basic answer when it comes to post-war, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Yeah, let's see. Though I will say, I do really like the Southern F3 set as well. I just don't have one. I really want one, but I don't have one. That one I would say is like a close second. But I do also really like what is it? The 2321 Lackawanna Trainmaster. That one's also really nice. Anyway, I'm gonna try to find more cars for this. Oh, how about run a custom car I've got? This is a 3509 flat car customized to have a bunch of logs. This is not a custom job I did. I got this from the what was it? The Milwaukee Train Show. There was a guy who passed away, and a bunch of the club members were selling the custom cars he did, and I saw this one. I had to have it, so I was like, you know what? I'll buy it. And it was at a good price too. I think I paid only $5-10 for this. So yeah. What else to put behind it? Oh, we could put here's a wooden kit car that I got a couple shows back. This is a Western Dairy reefer car. I think whoever made this, I think they put the trucks up a little too far. That's just me, but it's a nice car. It's got a good weight to it. It's all wood, minus the trucks and some of the grab irons, but it's a nice car. Um, what's your favorite Marx engine? Favorite Marx engine? That is a good question. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I like Marx a lot. Um, I guess maybe the M10005. That one's a really cool one. I like that. Not yeah, I like that one a lot, and I actually do have a full set with a box for it. Um, great runner. It likes to run really fast, but it's a great engine. So I guess that definitely be up there. But it's with a lot of this stuff, it's really hard to pick a favorite, man. Because I like it all. I honestly like it all. It's kind of hard to pick a favorite. Anyway, so for the final run of the night, we'll run the Clear Body F3. I think I'm gonna add one more car to it. Um, let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch up the caboose from my favorite caboose of the post-war era, the 6517. I just really like this car a lot. I really like the look of it. Now, yes, I know uh, the cupola cabooses are much more iconic, but do you have any American Flyer O gauge? I do not at the moment. I do really want to get some at some point, but I do not have any American Flyer O gauge. I think it would be really cool to have some though. Uh, and actually, on the topic of American Flyer O gauge, I've been seeing it. I saw it a lot at the last Wheaton Train Show, and I, I feel like now I've been seeing it more, and just American Flyer in general. I've been seeing it a lot more lately. Why? I have no clue. But I've noticed that I've been seeing a lot American Flyer a lot more lately than in years prior. You know what? We'll run this NNW operating hopper car. I do actually have the Corient for it, but it's not set up because we don't have room on the layout. Though at some point I would really like to set it up because I think that would be a really cool accessory to have on the layout. But yeah. Anyway, y'all ready for the last train running of the night or of the day, or if it's night for you guys, the night. What's your favorite prototype road? My favorite railroad. If my favorite railroad, yes, I know it. I know it's not. Well, I know it is kind of partially my channel name, the Penn Central. The Penn Central is actually my second favorite. My first favorite's the Pennsylvania. And the reason why is I love all of the old experimental trains. I think because we're seeing a lot of American Flyer gauge for sale, I don't think we're going to see it as it's good prices. We're seeing it for very long. If it's time to get. Yeah, I would say for American Flyer, like the best time to get it is now. But yeah, going back to the previous question, um, yeah, my favorite railroad is the Pennsylvania because I love all of their experimental steam locomotives that they did. My favorite being the S1, second favorite being the S2, and then also love the T1, the Q1, the Q2. I would like to get O gauge models of all those one day, but for now I have a semi-scale model of the S2 and the T1, so I'd say I'm quite happy for now. But anyway, And I think that's because Lionel is sort of refusing to do anything much with American Flyer these days. Yeah, it is kind of sad that Lionel's been kind of tossing American Flyer to the wayside now. Um, because I think now, uh, like other than focusing on when for stuff other than O gauge, I think they're really trying to hone in on HO now. So I guess that's why they're kind of been throwing American Flyer to the wayside, but I don't know for sure. I don't work at Lionel, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna run the light. This is gonna be the final train run of the day, or night if it's nighttime where you guys are. Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. This engine really does work. And I think that might have something to do with Lionel maybe starting to forget who their customers are. Yeah, you know, I can see that because I think Lionel is just. Don't get me wrong. I think it's kind of neat that they're trying to branch out, but at the same time they do still have to focus on what their bread and butter is, the O gauge. And don't get me wrong. I always think it's nice to try new ideas and whatnot, but I think once you start branching out into stuff that you don't know what you're getting into, and it's not like Lionel doesn't really know what they're getting into. They did HO before back in the 70s and 80s, I think. But then again, that stuff again, just like just like the way it's seen now in the HO community, it's just not the greatest. Lionel's trying to appeal to a certain demographic while pushing a lot of people to decide not seeing Lionel as a bad company. No, yeah, I'm not saying that you see Lionel as a bad company. I don't see it as a bad company either. I just think you know Lionel needs to. I don't know. It's just HO is kind of a weird thing, in my opinion, at least. Um, Mainly because I don't really know much about it. Not saying that, not not dissing on HO or anything. It's great. I get it. Actually for a little while I had some HO stuff, but I've always just kind of stuck with O gauges. That's kind of what I'm familiar with. But yeah, it's just HO for me at least is I don't really know, so I can't really talk. I have a hard time talking about HO and really other skills in general because I don't really know much. Because I'm pretty much all O scales, so. But yeah, though I do know though that when Lionel was doing HO, um, back in this back in the MPC era, I like Lionel, but they're not. But they've got some serious competition with Atlas now, and they need to start watching themselves more closely on the decisions they're making. Yeah, they really do. Um, and I th- Yeah, because you guys know how Lionel does have some quality issues with stuff. Um, that being in the color blue. um, that because like Lionel, they're very inconsistent with some stuff. And then again though, that's with every company. Every company, whether you're making model trains, cars, anything, you're at some point gonna have a stinker in your thing. Would you ever swap to tubular track? Um, Personally, I wouldn't. Not only because the layout's all already all fast track, but it's just I don't. I like tubular track. It's just I've had issues with tubular track spreading apart easily, so that's why I don't plan on going to tubular track. But yeah, I say that because some of the things that they've been doing as of lately really don't make sense in terms of them as a company. Yeah. Um. Yeah. With that, yeah, I get that. Because I don't know. I honestly don't get why they're trying to go back into HO. Yeah, I know it is the most popular scale out there now. But they did it before and they weren't super successful with it. So I don't get why they would think they'd have success with it now. Um, but yeah, and then also just like weird weird brand deals with other companies for sets. I think like the John like I know they've done the John Deere stuff for the longest time now. I just don't think it makes sense. But then again though, I'm not the that's not what I'm looking for, so I don't know. Anyway, so that being said, I'm gonna end the stream. Oh, one more thing. What I've been saying for a long time is that they need to sell off the HO and that would free up a lot more money for them. Yes, honestly, I think that wouldn't be a bad idea for them. Because like I think if they want to like focus more on the HO stuff, well, I mean not the HO stuff, the O scale stuff, they really should sell the HO stuff, or the HOs, yeah. Because honestly, for a while now, Lionel's lineup and like model lineup has been getting kind of stale. Because it's a lot of just rerun stuff. Um, and it's only Legacy that's getting anything new. All the 027 stuff for the most part is just rerun stuff that they've been rerunning for years now. Because HO isn't a necessary isn't a yeah. I'm sorry. Is an unnecessary bow anchor for Lionel right now. Yeah, yeah, because honestly, O gauge is what their bread and butter is what Lionel's bread and butter is. They really need to focus on that. Um, because they really got it. They really got to freshen up the HO market. And I have a feeling the reason why we've been waiting for the base three so much is because they've been trying to work on the HO stuff as well, along with the base three. So I think Lionel is doing a demonstration of the base there on their YouTube channel soon. So we'll have to see how that is. But yeah. Anyway, I think with that being said, I think that I'm gonna call that the stream for today. I got other stuff I gotta go do. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today. It was a lot of fun talking with you guys and running trains and whatnot. Um, and thank you all again for 600 subscribers. I really appreciate it. So yeah, yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna end it here, guys. I'll see y'all later. Thank you guys again for watching. You guys are amazing. I'll catch y'all on. All right, and make sure to tune in next week. I will have something good. Have a good day, everybody. See y'all later. Bye bye.